Hello YouTube and hello Bible thumping wingnut. I just watched your video, Good Atheists. I thought it was an interesting video. But you make a claim in there that seems to me to be inconsistent with what I assume to be your biblical literalism. Um, and I'm curious, just a question, right? This isn't a criticism. You say in there that God gave us a conscience that we could tell right from wrong, and this is part of, or do you imply that this is part of His image? Um, but this is inconsistent with the actual creation story. Um, Actually, God didn't give us a conscience. If you define conscience as the knowledge of good and evil, um, which I think is a good definition, conscience with knowledge, right? Knowledge of good and evil. This is the way we usually mean the term. Um, uh, God didn't give us that. The serpent gave us that. Um, didn't give us, like, the fact that we have a conscience is, for the biblical literalist, in itself our ontological deficiency, right? It's not a mark of our identity with God. It's not a part of divine knowledge. It's actually the problem, right? It's the mark of the fall. Um, so I don't understand how you, as a biblical literalist, can speak so highly, I guess you could say, about this version of the moral argument, right? It's not symptomatic of the divine, or rather, it is symptomatic of the divine, but in a Promethean way, in the way that it's too much, right? In the way that it's symbolic of a betrayal. Um, so so yeah, I'm just curious how you reconcile that difference, because you seem perfectly prepared to advance or sort of revel in a kind of version of the moral argument. Um, and it doesn't seem to me to be consistent with your, what I take to be biblical literalism. Maybe that's just an assumption that I'm making, but, like, assuming that you believe that the world was made 6,000 years ago and Adam and Eve are in the garden and all of that, assuming that's not an allegory for you, I don't see how you can then, speak so highly of our conscience, or claim that to be part of God making us in His image, right? God made us in His image, and then we fell, right? Um, so that gap in time, I think, is sufficient to show that that's not a part of God making us in His image. So yeah, just a question. Have a good day. And by the way, you still owe me an apology. Have a good day.